Hello students, good morning. Once again I welcome you class 7 English. Now we all know that I completed our textual part, the chapter 8, the great bus chase. Another thing that this is the PA2 syllabus is going on, chapter 8 to chapter 10, 4th and 5th poem. Now the textual part is over. The remaining portion is grammar. Now you have a question, sir, what is the topic of our grammar from in this chapter? So the topic of grammar is mixed tense. Now you have a question, sir, what is the meaning of a mixed tense? So as we all know that there are three main tense, then each tense has a four substances, right? So it's known as mixed tense. Now here my first questions to all of you, that do you want to improve your English? What is your choice? Do you want to improve your English? Yes or no? So always yes, because you are studying in English medium school, in CBSE school, so you need improve your English. So there is a one proverb that we need to improve roots that to good fruit. Now, if there is a root, if you are taking care of root properly, so you are getting good fruit. But if the root is not proper, so what is it? We cannot get proper and good food. So first of all, what? That we should take care of the root, so we are getting good fruit. So same way, so here the same way for English, right? For the improvement of English, you should learn tense. Why? Because tense is a root of English language, right? Tense is a root of English language. Now your question, sir, what is the meaning of a tense? Tense means time. Now this word derived from Latin word tempus, means time, right? So this is the thing, that the tense is a time, the tense meaning is time, which is derived from Latin word tempus, and it is a tense. Now another thing, that now this tense is a basic fundamental, right? Fundamental. Now your questions are, which are the basic fundamental? Where we use tenses, so we are using for tenses for writing and speaking. Right? We are using for writing and speaking. It is a basic fundamental, right? For writing and speaking English. So this is your introduction of the tenses. Now let's we start quickly revise. Now what is the meaning of tense? So first of all, the question: what is tense? Now tense means what? Tense means what? So main question, what? Tense means time, right? Tense means time. So tense means time. Here exactly the definition of the tense, that form a verb, takes to show the time of action. Show the time of action. Right? It shows the time of action. It means the verb. Action means what? That is a verb. Now verb means what? The action words are known as verb. So here, so first of all, the focus is where? That action. Now action here, that now action that we took in a particular time. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Particular time. Now the time, it is either in past, present and future. Right? Remember, past, present and future. So here I also draw one timeline. Now this is your timeline. Now in timeline center there is one circle, that is your present. From left side it is your past, from right side it is your future. So this is the thing, this is the format. Now the tense means what? That action that which takes place on a particular time. It means forms of a verb which shows the time of the action. The action, it will be taken into, it will be in either past, present or future. This is your timeline. So students, I hope this concept is basically clear in your mind. Now another, then comes kinds of sentences. Kinds of tenses. Kinds of tense. So we all know that there are a basic 3 tense. I told you that at left side it is your past, center it is your present and right side it is your future. These are 3 main tense. Which tense? Main tense. Now all three tenses divide into 4 subcategories. It is in simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Right? This is 4 subcategories. So total there are 12 tense in your grammar. How many tense in your grammar? Total 12 tenses. I hope you understand this thing very well. Now today I will teach you only 2 tenses, simple and continuous. Simple and continuous. So where we use these three tenses, right? So here first of all I will teach you simple tense, right? Simple tense. I divided into three parts, right? Simple tense, it is a simple present, simple past, and simple future, right? This three tense, first of all, in simple present, simple past, and simple future. Now your question, sir, you are writing here present, here past, and here future, but according to the chronicle number I will teach you this tenses. So first question, first thing, before the tenses, right, I told you there are the 5 forms of the verb. How many forms? How many forms? Forms of the verbs. Total 5 forms. How many forms? 5 forms. So you have a question, sir, we know only 3 forms. How can you say that there are 5 forms? So one is basic, right? Or base, we can say that base form. Base form, it means main form. Main form, that is known as V1. Second is past form, right? It is a V2. Third, which is your past participle, which is your V3. Then comes verb with S or ES. So V, S or ES. And last one, it is verb with ING. This is your main 5 forms in your verbs, and it is used in where? In the tenses. In tenses. Remember this thing clearly. So now, first of all, simple present tense. Where we use, what is the meaning of simple present tense? So it is an action, right? An action that occurs on regular time. Regular time. Second, fact that true at time. At times. Now, simple present tense, we are using that a regular basis activity, regular basis action. Now, some person who has a habit of biting a nail, so what is it? It is a simple present tense. Some person who's always get up early in the morning, it is regular basis, right? Even some mathematical truth, some scientific truth, some idioms and proverbs that we are using in simple present tense. First of all, the structures, right? Now you follow these structures. Now first one is affirmative. So affirmative structure is what? Subject plus verb, S or ES if third person singular. Now third person singular, it means what? If in the sentence he, she or it use, that time after the verbs we are using S or ES and object. For example, I play football. Then he rides a later. So as I told you that it's the third person singular. Now he is your third person singular. After the verbs we are using s or es. Remember this thing. Another thing that when you are change this sentence into interrogative or a negative, that time the verb should be in main form. Which form? In a main form. As I give you negative, so subject plus do or does plus not plus main verb plus object. So example is what? I do not play football, or he does not write a letter. See, I told you that when now do and does, it is your helping verb of this tense, but we are using do and does only for interrogative and negative sentence. Which form? Interrogative and negative sentence. Now another structure is remaining, that is what? Interrogative. Now then third one is interrogative. So do or does plus subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. So as we all know that previous sentence, do I play football, or does he write a letter? Say this thing, right? So these things we have to learn from this chapter. It means from this tense. Another thing that singular and plural. Now you have questions that why are you writing? Now it is a first person, second person and third person. First person I, second person you, third person he, she and it. Same way here, first person we, you and they. So which form? I, take, you, take, he, she, it, takes. So here all the form it is a take, take, take. Another thing, I go to the temple, we go to the temple, you go to the temple, he goes to the temple, they go to the temple. See this thing, it is a simple past, simple present tense. Then comes simple past tense, where we are using simple past tense. So this simple past tense we have to use an action, right? An action that is completed before, now, right? Before now the action is over, that time we are using simple past. It means some action that completed just now, before. So we are using simple past tense. Now here the structure. First one is affirmative. The structure is subject plus V2. V2 means past form of the verb plus object plus other word. For example, he wrote a story yesterday, right? So see this past form, write is a main form, wrote is a past form. Now when we change into negative, right? So what? Subject plus did plus not plus V1. V1 it means main form of the verb plus object plus other words. Plus other words. So that time what we have to do? What is the sentence? He did not write a story yesterday. See this? And when we change into interrogative, so did plus subject plus V1 plus object plus other word plus question mark. So the did he write a story yesterday? See this thing. This is your interrogative formation. So this format you should remember, right? Where we have to use this tense and what is the format of this tense. If I ask you that you have to change this sentence into simple past tense. Suppose I will give that. I give one sentence. Rohan goes to the market. Rohan goes to the market. Now change this sentence into simple past tense. So what is your question? Rohan went to the market. Now this is your simple past tense. Now here also I give you the form of the verbs. Singular, plural, first, second, third. I walked, we walked, you walked, you walked, he, she ate, walked, and they walked. This is your simple past tense. I hope you understand this thing very well. Then comes simple future tense. Now it is very simple and very common thing where we have to use, right? So this tense, an action, right? An action which occurs in future, right? Which occurs in future. So first of all, its structure is what? So affirmative, subject plus shall, will plus V1 plus object. So example, I will play. Here I will, or you can use shall also. I will or shall play cricket tomorrow. Right? This is your sentence. If I tell you the negative, so what is? Subject plus shall, will plus not plus V1 plus object. So I will not play cricket tomorrow. An interrogative form, shall, will, front, subject, later on. Here in interrogative formation, one thing is remaining, plus question mark is here. Same way here, interrogative. So what is interrogative? Shall or will plus subject plus V1 plus object plus question mark, right? So the question is what? Shall I play cricket tomorrow? Shall I play tomorrow? Now this is your simple future tense. So I hope students you understand your future tense activity, right? Yeah, future tense very well. I hope also that you understand the basic concept of the tenses very well. So in next lecture I will teach you continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense. Thank you students.